offer you a wide range of listening elements. Radio loading. You guys rock! We got your back all the time, anywhere and everywhere. For more exciting updates, you can catch us on Twitter at 1069 Radio Radio. Also on Instagram, you can reach us at 1069 Radio Radio for you folks. And Facebook at www.facebook.com/1069 Radio Radio. Downloading. And to round it all up, you can stream online at www.1069radioradio.com.
All right, good morning, and welcome to a beautiful Monday morning. Today is 22nd of December 2025, and of course, it's an exciting day already. Yeah, saying the fact that we are a few days to Christmas, right?
Yes.
Just 3 days to Christmas.
3 days, guys.
And I am far more excited. Like, I'm so much excited. And of course, just as I always tell you every morning, it's not just because we're approaching Christmas, that's why I'm excited. I'm always excited because I'm sitting beside Esther. All right, ladies and gentlemen, okay, listeners out there, I want to thank you for joining us this beautiful morning. Remember, my name is Chike. You can always call me Chike. And of course, I am sitting beside my beautiful lady with the golden voice, Esther, in the house. Esther, how you doing this beautiful Monday morning?
I'm doing good. I mean, I had a blast. My weekend was amazing. I rested well. I don't know about you, but I did rest.
Yeah,
well,
I did rest too. I had to sleep very well. And besides, EEDC will help you to sleep well. By the time they'll be taking light off.
You have no other choice.
You have no choice. And then besides, it can be burning fuel up and down.
Yes.
All right, it's a very awesome morning. And of course, if you're joining us live, remember you can join us live on YouTube at Godfrey Okoye University Radio 106.9 FM. And you can always join us live on Facebook at Godfrey Okoye University Radio 106.9 FM on Facebook. That's going in Radio 106.9 FM. Enugu, you're gonna see us streaming live on Facebook at this moment. Hope you're having fun wherever you are. And while we were coming to work this morning, we saw a lot on the road. Like it had to rejuvenate that feeling when we were small. Right? The fact that you just have to be traveling home and all those shit. Like
with all your baggages.
It was just fun. Like it was fun. Like seeing us, seeing people. Going to the park, seeing them with their luggages, trying to travel home and have fun. Like it's Christmas.
Nothing beats that feeling.
And the thing is, no matter the situation, we always have a way of celebrating Christmas. Nothing always stops us from celebrating our Christmas.
Nothing should ever.
All right, this is Good Morning Coast. It's right here on 106.9 FM, going in the radio, and of course, you know that you can always join us live on YouTube at Godfrey Okoye University Radio 106.9 FM, and as well you can join us live on Facebook at Going the Radio 106.9 FM. I'm gonna see myself and the pretty Esther sitting beside me, and today Esther is looking Christmas. Esther is looking quite pretty this morning.
Oh, thank you, Chike.
And she will still tell me the secret of what happened over the weekend.
You're going to be mind blown by what I'll be telling you.
Confirm. All right, Esther is gonna tell us how we're supposed to feel today, and with our motivation for today, Esther is gonna tell us the kind of feeling you're supposed to have today.
Yeah.
And of course, afterwards we'll be going into our top stories, our weather report actually, and then before we're not going into top stories for today. Esther, drop it like your heart.
Okay, good morning, dear listeners, and welcome to Monday, the 22nd of December 2025. I just had to say that just to remind you. I mean, we have just a few days to Christmas, and I'm really excited. I mean, and wherever you're listening right now, some people are still waking up from their bed. Some people have already started running errands. What I just want you to do right now is to pause for a moment and take this in. That you made it this week. I mean, you've come through months of effort, pressure, learning, and growth, and now you're standing at the edge of something new. I mean, we're almost at the end of the year. I mean, you're close. And as Christmas approaches, don't let pressure to steal your peace. Don't let pressure to steal your joy. I mean, you don't need to have everything. I mean, you don't have to have everything figured out. Everything doesn't have to be perfect to be grateful. You don't have to. I mean, what I need you to do now is just remember that you are enough. and you're doing so much, even on the days where things are hard. Today is a good day to push gently, to finish strong, not in panic, but in purpose. So just take one more step, make that call, send that message, show up one more time. Small efforts now matter more than you know, they matter more than you know. And to anyone listening who feels stuck or discouraged, I want you to hear this clearly, that this is not the end of your story. Christmas reminds us that hope often arrives quietly, but it always arrives on time. So
Mm.
step into today with courage in your heart and hope in your spirit. Do what you can, trust the process, and leave room for joy because something good is still possible. So from both I and Chike here, we
Mm.
wish you are cheering you on, okay? You're stronger than this. You're stronger than whatever is pulling you down right now, and brighter days are ahead. So just have a peaceful, productive day.
Yeah, of course, brighter days are ahead,
Of
and then
course. So to remember
remember,
that.
in as much as we just have 8 days to the end of the year, just know that you're not behind actually.
No.
And yeah, I'll still join Esther to say better days are ahead.
Yeah.
And yeah, some people this morning they might actually not really, they might still be figuring out how they're going to celebrate this Christmas,
Mm,
considering the fact that if you go to the market right
mm.
now, market is filled up.
It is oh this early.
Right now, markets, because everybody's just trying to do the last minute shopping. Last minute
Yeah.
shopping is going to happen today, tomorrow, and next. And then
Mm-hmm.
on the only funny thing, on Thursday we'll just sit down, be drinking and be eating.
Yeah,
And afterwards, don't finish.
don't finish.
All
But
right, this
then
is
that
still.
doesn't mean the festive season just
Yeah, of course,
disappears.
of
It's
course,
still
of
there.
course.
It's
All
still
right,
going to
this is
be.
still Good Morning Core City, and of course, the head style very well. Go out there, keep crushing it, and remember that you still everything is still under control,
Yes.
and you shouldn't lose hope. You shouldn't lose hope. All right, Esther is still gonna tell us what the weather will look like today, and afterwards we're gonna go. We'll go on a short break, and when we come back, we'll look through our top stories for today.
Okay.
Remember, once we get into our top stories for today, the phone lines will be open for you to call in to react and as well send out your shout out messages to your friends, your wishes, and families. And remember, you can join us live on Facebook at Go Uni Radio 106.9 FM Enugu and on YouTube at Godfrey Okoye University Radio 106.9 FM. You're going to see myself on the pretty Esther with the good voice sitting beside me. All right, Esther, what are we supposed to be expecting today in the weather report?
Okay, let's understand the day ahead now. Okay, here's a look of today's weather across Nigeria. So, like I said, I keep saying the last week, we're having a classic dry season pattern holding firm across much of the country, though there's a few coastal surprises to note. So, while the interior of the country remains hot and dry, parts of the south are still dealing with humidity and unsettled conditions. So, let's just take it city by city now. And as usual, we'll be starting with Lagos. So in Lagos, it is a damp and humid. They're having a damp and humid start to the day. They're having thundery showers, and that is they're expected to like persist throughout the day, and it's be keeping conditions settled. So despite the rain, it will remain warm with a high of 31 degrees. Overnight, the temperatures will ease slightly, which is settle around 24 degrees. So people in Lagos, take note. It's going to be damp. It's going to be humid in Lagos, and in Abuja, the Federal Capital Territory, it's a sharply different picture. They're seeing clear skies dominate with loud cloud cover offering relief, and the temperatures climb to a high of 37 degrees. So staying hydrated is essential if you'll be outdoors and by nightfall, it's going to cool. It's going to be really cold at night, so a comfortable 20 degrees. So people in Abuja should take note, just to remember, so you could dress accordingly and take appropriate measures. And in Kano, up north, the Hamatan influence is clearly felt. The day remains bright and sunny, reaching a high of 33 degrees. Early hours have been quite sharp, and overnight temperatures are expected to dip around 13 degrees. So keep warm once the sun goes down. Put on that sweater. Just wear something, maybe a coat or something, because it's going to be quite cold in Kano. And in the ancient city of Ibadan, it's shaping up to be a mostly sunny day with a few scattered clouds developing by mid-afternoon. Temperatures rise to a high of 35 degrees before cooling into a calm night around 22 degrees. So just remember, it's going to be sunny in Ibadan, which is it's quite different from Lagos. Usually they share similar conditions, but that's how it's going to be in Ibadan today. And in Port Harcourt is seeing a mix of sunshine and cloud cover. Rain chances are lower than in Lagos, but humidity remains high. Daytime temperature settled near 32 degrees with a warm night ahead, dipping to 23 degrees. And finally, here at home in Enugu, it's a bright and beautiful day with long sunny intervals and light rains. It's a perfect backdrop for the season. I mean, our temperatures will be climbing to a high of 36 degrees, which will be easing to a pleasant 22 degrees after sunset. So it's going to be a beautiful day for us here in Enugu. And that's your weather update for today.
All right, thank you so much, Steve, for that weather update. And of course, already we know that Enugu is going to be
Yeah,
sunny, and we
and
just hope,
beautiful.
and
And
beautiful as
hot.
well, and hot, hot and dry.
Yeah.
All right, this is the Good Morning Coach sitting right here on your favorite dial 106.9 FM, Go Union Radio, and it's still your favorite host, Chike and Esther in the studio. So we're gonna go on a short break right now with this one, Drummer Boy by Loud Open Choir, and that's a Christmas. We're talking about Christmas. Yeah, we're talking about Christmas. So, all right, enjoy this one. When we'll come back, we'll look through our top 10 stories for today, and then I promise you're gonna have a lot in store. Remember, you can always join us live on Facebook at Going Radio 106.9 FM Enugu, and on YouTube at Godfrey Okoye University Radio 106.9 FM. And of course, you're gonna be seeing myself. Yes, I bet you all you need to do is just join up. At least now you will see much of all the packages we have for you. So stay tuned, don't touch the die. We will be right back.
You're now tuned in to Go Union Radio.
All right, welcome back. This is still Good Morning Cause City right here on your favorite dial 106.9 FM going the radio. And of course, it's still me, Chike. And of course, sitting beside me is my lady, my pretty lady with the golden voice, Esther. And of course, we are giving it hot this morning as you're preparing for the eventful week. It's Christmas week, of course, and it's certainly going to be an eventful week. And of course, we are wishing everybody a quiet, not just a quiet, it's
Because
a
some don't want
memorable
quiet.
a
Memorable.
memorable celebration, no
Yes.
issues. You go out there, enjoy with friends and
Have
family,
fun.
and don't overdo things. All right, right about now it's time for our top stories for today. We are going to look through some of our top stories for today, and of course we have loads of them in store for you. Okay. First in our top story series for today is this one from Donald Trump. Okay, this one is coming from US. Nigeria suffers nearly 1 trillion naira export loss after Trump tariff. The story has it that Nigeria's exports to the United States fell by 940.98 billion naira in the first 9 months of 2025, even as imports from America more than doubled, reversing the trade balance that favored Nigeria a year earlier. Findings from the National Bureau of Statistics foreign trade data have shown. An analysis of the NBS figures for Q1, that's the first quarter to the third quarter of 2024, and first quarter and to third quarter of 2025, I beg your pardon, showed that Nigeria exported goods worth 3.65 trillion naira to the US in the first 9 months of 2025, down from 4.59 trillion naira recorded in the corresponding period of 2024, representing a decline of 20.5% or 940.98 billion naira. So, Esther, what do you have to say about this?
Well, I think Nigeria's trade balance with the US flipped from one. What was the price they gave us? They gave us a 1.57 trillion naira surplus in 2024 to a 3.15 trillion naira deficit in the first 9 months of 2025, driven by 20.5. I mean, oil revenue and the wait. What are we? What are we even talking about here? So we're still okay. We're now based on non-oil revenue collection, right? And then it's not working for Nigeria right now. We have so much. So I mean, how much are we talking about here? 3.15 trillion naira deficit in the first 9 months, and it's not sustainable for Nigeria. And I think that we need better. We need better hands. Or we need to do better in the next coming year.
Of course, we need to do better in the next coming year. That's the most important thing. And of course, there are conditions for you to meet for Nigeria for us to at least step away from being the country of particular concern. Whether we like it or not, the US is still the world power, and
Yeah.
they somehow control the global economy, and leadership costs to mind right now. That's the most important thing we just need to understand with this.
Right. Okay. For the next top story, checking on screen. Okay, I have it here. It says military rolls out anti-attack measures for Christmas. Okay, the defense headquarters has announced that proactive measures are in place to prevent attacks during the Christmas festivities across Nigeria. In a statement on Sunday, the Director of Defense Media Operations, Major General Michael Onoja, said the Armed Forces of Nigeria, in collaboration with other security agencies, had intensified operations in identified vulnerable areas. The DHQ wishes to inform the public that robust and proactive measures aimed at preventing any attacks during the Christmas festivities have been in place. Additional troops have been deployed to strategic locations and routes, while special forces units and air support elements have been placed on high alert to ensure rapid response capability, the statement read. Onoja added that surveillance activities, including aerial monitoring and intelligence gathering, had been heightened to track the movement and communication of suspected criminal groups. Unit commanders have been directed to strengthen patrols, establish fortified checkpoints, and maintain close collaboration with community leaders, local vigilante groups, and state security formations. What do you think about this?
All right, there are actually 5 key points to get
5 key
from
points.
this, and then if you are live on YouTube, you're gonna be seeing this on your screen. So the 5 key points we get from this story, basically,
Right.
because at the end of the day, we are talking about security,
Mm.
and well, it's a welcome development that the Nigerian military is stepping up to what they are supposed to do. So there's a heightened military alert already. So the defense
Mm-hmm.
headquarters has deployed additional troops and special forces units to strategic routes and
Okay.
vulnerable areas, placing air support on high alert for rapid response, which is a welcome development. And of course, advanced surveillance. We have security forces have intensified intelligence gathering and area monitoring to track the communication and movement patterns of suspected criminal
Mm.
groups across the country. And of course, and the third in the 5 key points, we have tactical police deployment. In
Mm.
River State, tactical teams are specifically targeting waterways, motor paths, recreational centers, and religious venues to provide visible policing and prevent security breaches. And of course, the interagency and community synergy. Both the military and police are prioritizing collaboration with local vigilante groups, community leaders, and traditional rulers to improve early intelligence sharing, which is also a welcome development. And lastly, is the public cooperation request state authorities are urging citizens to remain vigilant, secure their homes, and promptly report suspicious activities to security formations, promising that all reports will be handled with confidentiality. We just hope that this becomes the reality. That's the
Yes.
thing. We
Mm-hmm.
just hope that it becomes the reality. And if it becomes the reality, wow. Well, what else can we say? Kudos to Nigeria.
Of
That's not.
course. I mean, everyone will be experiencing peaceful Christmas. I mean, during this festive period, it will be a welcome development.
Of course. All right. Our next story for today, we have this quite important story. We have remaining 130 abducted Niger pupils released, according to the presidency. The story has it that the final batch of 130 students abducted from St. Mary's Catholic Primary and Secondary School in Papiri, Niger State, regained their freedom on Sunday, bringing to an end one of Nigeria's largest recent mass school kidnappings. Special advisor to the president on media and communication, Sunday Dare, disclosed this in a post on his official X handle Sunday evening. Esther?
Oh, okay. We have 5 key points on this news story. So we are saying that the final batch has been released. The final batch of children, of students abducted from the school, have regained their freedom on Sunday, which means that 303 students and 12 teachers seized during the November 21 attack are now accounted for.
Yeah.
And then the next one is that they have faced recovery. I mean, the total rescue was achieved through a combination of approximately 50 students escaping early on and 100 students being freed by security agencies on December 8th. And this is the final group of 130 students. And then we're seeing government reception. I mean, the free children were received at Niger State Government House in Mina, where the governor, Mohammed Bago, confirmed they would undergo medical examination before being reunited with their families. And this is very important. Then we see that there's some controversy over reopening. A dispute remains between the Niger State government, which claims the school will reopened without security clearance, and the school principal, who insists there were no prior official warning of a specific threat. So there are people are still disputing over the security of the children and the staff. And then we're seeing the impact this have to our nation in general. I mean, the national impact. We see that the mass abduction was one of the largest in recent history, which prompted our president Tinubu to cancel his G20 summit attendance in South Africa to oversee the security response. So I think these are the 5 key points we have based on this.
Yeah, and then of course, in as much as we can celebrate their release, it's still customary in one thing that this shouldn't be
It
occurring.
shouldn't be occurring.
We shouldn't be hearing things like this. And of course, the one question that we still need to ask, the big question is, what about the perpetrators? What happens to them?
What happens to
And
them?
well, how were they released? Who should be held accountable for this? Are there people arrested? Have they arrested some people for this? And that's one thing about fighting the whole insecurity in the country is this is actually the core thing that most people wouldn't want to talk about. But that
Yes.
is the crux of what we're supposed to be talking about.
But we're going to take the word of our military, I mean, our defense. He said that these places were, I mean, even during the Christmas celebrations and all that, that we protected. So we're going to like take their word for it and see and hope. We're also going to be like take some of the responsibility. We have to report suspicious movement. We have to be careful. I mean, it's our job to stay safe, so we have to take appropriate measures. Okay, for our next news story, Dangote launches 739 naira litre petrol at MRS stations nationwide. Okay. Dangote Petroleum Refinery has commenced nationwide sales of premium motor spirit at a pump price of 739 naira per litre across all MRS Oil Nigeria PLC filling stations, marking a significant milestone in the refinery's mission to deliver affordable fuel to Nigerians and stabilize the downstream petroleum market. In a statement from the firm on Sunday, it stated that with over 2,000 MRS stations nationwide, the new pricing is expected to be implemented across all outlets, ensuring that the benefits of the reduction reach consumers throughout the country. The refinery commended marketers who have embraced the new pricing regime and urged others to follow suit in support of national economic recovery. So, what are the 5 key points we have on this?
Of course, the story is quite an interesting one, and well, thank you, Dangote
You
Refinery.
visited a few stations this morning, so
Yeah, of course. The key points there is it's a new affordable pricing, and the refinery has slashed the pump price of petrol to 739 naira per liter,
Right.
specifically rolling it out across over 2,000 MRS oil Nigeria PLC stations nationwide. So all MRS filling stations will be selling at 739 naira per liter, and also it's a festive season intervention. So this move is a strategic intervention to prevent the fuel scarcity and price hikes typically seen
during the season.
during the Christmas and New Year period, backed by a guaranteed daily supply of 15 million liters. And well, there's a warning against sabotage, and of course, the refinery issued a stern warning to unscrupulous operators attempting to create artificial scarcity or manipulate supply to frustrate the price reduction, calling for regulatory vigilance. And of course, the economic impact is there. By refining locally at this scale, the refinery aims to conserve foreign exchange, stabilize the naira, and reduce Nigeria's dependence on volatile global markets and imports. And they still rolled out a public reporting mechanism in case of people that will still want to, try their luck in trying to be sinister with their actions. Right, so consumers are urged to avoid purchasing inflated fuel and have been provided a dedicated line. That's 080012355264. Of course, if you're watching us live on YouTube and on Facebook, you'll see the number displayed on your screen to report any MRS station selling above the 739 per liter rate. And of course, then thank you so much, Dangote, for that. And of course, Nigerians are happy because
road users are happy. Everyone is just excited. But we could actually be better than this.
Yeah, of course, we're supposed to be aiming to be better than this, but that's customary because this is actually the first Christmas, festive season ever for so long that we're not having scarcity.
Honestly, it's a good thing.
All right, still on our top stories for today, we have price war the pins as marketers slash petrol by 100 naira. All right, we like that. So keep fighting to our benefit. That's the point. So as more MRS filling stations in Lagos and Ogun states join in dispensing the premium motor spirit petrol produced by the Dangote Petroleum Refinery at 739 naira per liter, motorists have started boycotting retail outlets that sell the product at higher prices. Okay, this has compelled other stations to lower their petrol prices by about 100 naira per liter, an amount that is far below their cost of purchase, indicating the severity of the price war in the downstream oil sector. Right? I see. What do you think
Okay, we have
about
like
this?
5 key points on this news story. So we are seeing the price war and consumer boycott, right? Motorists in Lagos and Ogun State are shunning filling stations selling petrol at high prices, forcing competitors to drop their rates by as much as 100 naira per liter to stay relevant across the 739 naira offered on MRS stations. And we're seeing Dangote's aggressive strategy, because this is aggressive. So
He's a businessman, of course. He's supposed to
of
be.
course. So to break what he described as a sabotage attempt by marketers to keep the prices high, especially during this period, Aliko Dangote slashed the refinery's gantry price to 699 naira per litre and lowered the minimum purchase requirement from 2 million to 250,000 litres to include some smaller markets. And we are seeing heavy financial losses. Marketers, importers, they're estimated to lose about 102 billion naira monthly, while the Dangote refinery itself is projected to lose. They're also going to lose about 91 billion naira per month to sustain these lower prices. And we are seeing the impact on NNPC and importers, because everybody's just trying, they're struggling to compete, which is resulting in empty forecourts at many high price stations. So we are seeing it have impacted NNPC and importers. And then we are seeing the distribution surge, because following the price cut, Dangote refineries has become a national distribution hub with over 1,000 trucks now loading daily. So that's what we are seeing there in the country right now, based on these points, based on this headline.
All right, and that's the point. Congratulations to Nigerians. Well, I need to congratulate Nigerians. At least now, this is the
But
period.
it's really bad news for some people right now.
Yeah.
The losses are not, they're in billions.
Of course, they're in billions.
But we are
but
happy.
then, we're happy, but that's still one thing that we need to understand, that this is where government should take regulation seriously.
Yeah, seriously.
Because if government regulation is quite it's effective, we wouldn't be having these skirmishes.
Yeah,
we'll have a standardized way of following this price rule. All right.
Okay, but next news story. Nigerian, 5 others indicted in $41 million US stock market fraud. Okay. A dual US Nigerian citizen, Izunna Okonkwo, has been indicted alongside 5 other individuals of different nationalities over an alleged $41 million stock market fraud in the United States. We learned from a statement obtained on the United States Department of Justice website on Sunday that Okonkwo and the other defendants allegedly engaged in insider trading between June 2020 and February 2024. The statement added that the 6 suspects were charged on Friday for their participation in a years-long scheme to trade securities based on material non-public information.
Oh yeah,
What do you think about this?
of course it's still the fraud issue we've been talking about in this country. All right. The story has, there are 5 key points we need to take away from this story. The first of all, he's a major indictment. So he's Okonkwo, who is a dual U.S. Nigerian citizen, has been charged alongside 5 others in the massive $41 million insider trading and stock manipulation scheme, and that spanned from June 2020 to February 2024. And it's an insider trading thing, and then the source has it that the group allegedly received material non-public information about pending mergers and acquisitions in the healthcare and the biopharmaceutical sectors from an investment bank employee. And the manipulation there is the defendants were accused of illegally accessing confidential clinical data for a breast cancer drug, falsifying the results to make the drug appear more effective, and leaking the fake data to artificially inflate stock prices before selling their shares.
This is bad.
And beyond the Olema scheme, while that scheme was called the Olema scheme, the group is also alleged to have manipulated the stock price of Opiant, a company developing treatments for opioid overdoses. And of course, it comes with severe legal consequences, because the suspects face multiple charges, including conspiracy and stock manipulation, with potential prison sentences ranging from 20 to 25 years per count if convicted.
Of course,
fraud. One thing about fraud is it's not good. That's the thing, because you're putting lives.
This one is on another level, because
you're putting lives
are at stake
risk
here.
I just
the full hand, our country a very, very bad image abroad.
The full hand of the law is upon them, so they will face the consequences. That's the most important thing there.
Right.
All right, still on our top stories for today. We have alleged alterations in tax laws spark calls for probe. The story has it that the A reported alteration of the new tax reform laws has continued to generate strong reactions with the Social Economic Rights and Accountability, that's SERAP, uh, Social Economic Rights and Accountability Project, and various northern groups pushing for a probe of the alleged illegal tweaks to the law. The tax laws scheduled to take effect on January 1, 2026 were signed recently by President Bola Tinubu. However, some lawmakers led by Sokoto lawmaker Abdulsamad Dasuki alleged discrepancies between the harmonized bills passed by both chambers and the versions gazetted. In response, the Speaker of the House of Representatives, Tajuddin Abbas, constituted a seven-member committee chaired by the chairman of the House Committee on Appropriations, Mokhtar Betara, to investigate the allegations.
Oh wow. Okay, let's look at this. We have like 5 key points on this. So we are seeing the allegations of illegal alterations, and this led to a seven-member probe committee. I mean, in response to these claims, Speaker Tajuddin Abbas has consulted an investigative committee led by Mokhtar Betara. So the panel includes prominent lawmakers like Idris Wase and James Faleke to compare the harmonized bills against the gazetted copies. So this is calling for impeachment and suspension. Popular figures like prominent figures like Peter Obi and Atiku Abubakar are saying they're calling for a total suspension of the laws of implementation because of, and the people involved will be punished, of course, but then we're also seeing SERAP's legal ultimatum. SERAP has issued a 7-day ultimatum to the federal government to publish certified true copies of the original bills and the gazetted laws, demanding an independent judicial inquiry headed by a retired Supreme Court justice. And they also calls for government and reform support. So despite the backlash, the presidency maintains the laws are intact. Supporters, including NADCO's Ayo Opadokun, praises the reform as a bold move towards fiscal federalization that will simplify the tax system and reduce the burden on the 97% of Nigerians. So that is what they are saying right now. But then, what do you think about this, outside these key points now?
Yeah, the thing is, it's very pertinent and appalling that we are having these issues.
Something as serious
A
as
bill,
tax
because it's a serious
reform.
issue because this thing, the National Assembly has passed this law, and then the president signed. But the point is, what the National Assembly approved, debated, and passed is different from what the president signed.
Right.
There are alterations. So I still join the voices of reason to call for investigation,
Yes.
and then for those culpable to face the full weight of the law. That's the
Yes,
point.
yes.
And then, but then this is Nigeria. Some people will tell you that nothing will happen. We'll just make all the shouts, and then we'll just hope that something critical happens.
Else
Of
the
course.
tax reforms will be suspended. It's either that. Okay, for the next news story, Ghana deports 42 Nigerians for prostitution and others. Okay, no fewer than 42 Nigerians have been deported from Ghana's Ashanti region following rulings by various courts over alleged prostitution, fraud, and other related offences. The development was disclosed in a Facebook post on Thursday, December 18th, 2025, by the Ashanti Regional Minister, Frank Amokawane. According to him, other foreign nationals deported include 13 Cameroonian nationals, 3 Ivorian nationals, 3 Burkinabe nationals, and 7 Benin nationals. In total, 68 African nationals were affected by the court's decisions. Amokawane wrote a total of 42 Nigerians, 13 Cameroonians, and 3 Ivorians. 3 Burkinabe nationals and 7 Benin nationals have been deported from the Ashanti region to their respective countries following various court rulings involving QNet, prostitution, and other criminal activities. I commend the Ghana Immigration Service for its professionalism, diligence, and firm commitment to enforcing our immigration laws while upholding due process and human dignity. What do you think?
Yeah, of course. It's quite. The country is working because the point is prostitution is an illegal activity. Even in Nigeria, it's illegal. But then, at least it's good to see people who have the courage to enforce the law. So it's a mass deportation exercise. So it total losses
Nigerians,
8 African nationals, including 42
we carry it
Nigerians.
to
You know,
the
the
head.
42 out of 68 are now
I'm just
now we
tired
big
of
personal.
Nigerians just giving us tarnishing our reputation abroad and all.
And
42 of
there are
us.
42 Nigerians, and then of course, if you're looking at the screen right now, you see the 5 key points there, which of course is a mass deportation, and then the crimes and offences is of course the deportees were implicated in illegal activities ranging from prostitution and fraud. Involvement with QNets and organization frequently associated with recruitment scams and cybercrime in the region. And it's not just Nigerians, different nationals were
Yeah, the other
affected.
nationals.
And
Just that we take the greater.
yeah, it took interagency collaboration in Ghana to make this thing possible. And that's the Ashanti Regional Minister Farouk Amokehene, who credited the Ghana Immigration Service and local security agencies for their diligence in tracking down the suspects and enforcing the law through due process. All right. And this follows this is a wider regional context, of course, because it's not just a Ghana problem, it's a regional issue. All right. And this move follows a period of heightened security scrutiny in Ghana, which has recently seen large scale rates in fraudulent syndicates and increased efforts to protect vulnerable persons from human trafficking and exploitation. All right. That's a good one for Ghana.
That's a good one for
So it's good to keep fighting. I believe Nigerians should be learning from this because man, fighting crime.
We're just there tarnishing
It
our
helps
image
society become a
abroad.
better place. That's the point.
That's very important there. Okay, for the next news story, banks to customers using public Wi-Fi, dangerous, hackers on prowl. Okay. Banks across the country have raised fresh warnings to customers over the rising risk of digital fraud linked to the use of public Wi-Fi networks for banking and payment transactions, particularly during the festive season when electronic spending typically surges. Okay. In customer advisories issued ahead of Christmas and New Year celebrations, banks cautioned that fraudsters are increasingly exploiting unsecured public internet networks in places such as airports, hotels, shopping malls, and restaurants to gain unauthorized access to bank accounts. Access Bank, one of Nigeria's largest banks, over the weekend sent emails alerting customers that the holiday period remains a prime window for cybercriminals seeking to harvest sensitive financial information through compromised networks. The festive season is here, and there is no better time to keep your account safe. Please do not share your PIN, OTP, CVV, or full card number with anyone, no matter how tempting the offer is. Verify transactions alerts via the Access More app and avoid using public Wi-Fi for banking transactions, the bank stated. What do you think about
And of course, it's an alarm that everybody needs to pay attention to because as it stands now, fraud is on the increase.
It's
I
on
can
the
remember
rise.
last 2
It
weeks.
is on the rise.
It's just on the rise. I can remember early this month. Late last month. I just started getting debit alerts on my Access Bank account,
Wow.
and I had to reach out to the customer care, and then I was told that my card was hacked. That led me to I had to block my card just immediately after. So the point is on the rise, and this advice is quite important for everybody
Yes.
to pay attention to. The key thing there is it's just the fact that you need to ensure that you follow data security protocols,
Yes.
which has been laid out by the bank. So customers are urged never to share their PIN, OTP, that's one-time password, or CVV, or full card numbers, even if an offer seems tempting. Banks emphasize that these details are the primary targets for cybercriminals during peak spending periods. And of course, all they need to do once they lay their hands on all this sensitive information, forget it. Or your own. Well, I just hope
this is a new
Nigerians.
upgrade though. This is through Wi-Fi. For some people that love free
No,
Wi-Fi.
yeah, that because the thing is free. It's free Wi-Fi now, so I
Yes.
can or like now, for example, when you use Starlink, for example, you see people hooked in. So it's
Yes.
very easy for you to for you to take over anybody's device using that. And the technology has become quite more
I think
advanced.
we should try to be less gullible
Mm.
because Nigerians we just have this we just want free things, free money. Oh,
No,
it's
no,
free.
who doesn't like free things?
Who
Come
doesn't
on
like
now.
free
Who
things?
doesn't?
But we have to be wise.
It's not just
We know the
about.
country we are
Yeah, we
staying
need
in
to be
right now.
wise. It's not just about gullibility, but you just have to
Yeah.
be security conscious. So yeah,
Security
we have to be
conscious,
aware
yes.
of our security, being that state of awareness, and it's
Mm-hmm.
going to help us a lot. All right, our last story for today.
Okay. CAF announces $10 million prize for AFCON 2025 champions. CAF, okay. The Confederation of African Football, CAF, has announced that the winners of the 2025 African Cup of Nations, AFCON, in Morocco will receive $10 million, marking a significant increase from previous editions. CAF President Patrice Motsepe disclosed the figures on Saturday following a meeting of the CAF Executive Committee in Rabat, just one day ahead of the tournament's opening match. The tournament is scheduled to run from 21st December 2025 to 18th January 2026. According to CAF, the $10 million prize represents a 43% increase over the 2023 edition in Cote d'Ivoire, where the champions received $7 million. Over the past 4 years, the prize money has effectively doubled, with winners of the 2021 Cameroon edition having earned $5 million. Runners-up at the Morocco 2025 tournament will receive $4 million, while the two semi-finalists are set to earn $2.5 million each. CAF indicated that the increments are intended to enhance the value, competitiveness, and international appeal of Africa's premier football competition.
And of course, congratulations to participating teams in this. Man, you
It's going
guys
to be
will be
exciting
fighting very
Christmas,
hard.
so
Yeah, the competition started yesterday, and of
yeah.
course, it's going to be there up until January.
Mm.
And well, I say congratulations to the teams because they have more motivation, better
Yes,
motivations.
so
Of course,
43% increase.
geez, price $10 million is a lot.
It's
That's
a
a
lot.
43% jump from the
Yes.
2023 edition,
Yeah.
which was just $7 million, and double the amount awarded in 2021. The runners-up will receive $4 million, while semi-finalists will earn $2.5 million each. All right, and then I just wish. My wish is that Nigeria will come out victorious. That's the
Honestly.
point.
Although there are high expectations for Morocco. I mean, they're the ones who are.
They are hosting, and they are hot right now because
Yes.
Moroccan teams are well, geez, they are informed.
Yes.
I believe they are informed. Well, I'm the wrongest person to talk about football.
Which is
Because
bad
sport,
because most guys they know everything about football. I'm surprised
yeah,
you're not
yeah,
abreast
yeah.
of.
We have no most guys actually. All right, this is still Good Morning Cause it's right here on 106.9 FM going in the radio. Of course, we'll be giving you good tunes, and it's time check is 25 minutes past the of 8, and unfortunately, we'll be sitting down to the end of Good Morning Cause it is beautiful Monday morning. Remember, the phone lines will always be open for you. So always call us every morning. Call us on 081 88881069, repeat 081 88881069, or on 080 76246701. I repeat, 08076246701. It's Christmas week. I don't know how you're preparing,
Oh, I'm
but
excited.
whatever thing is your preparation, just have the mindset that it's going to be a fun week for
Yes.
you and
Everything
your
starts with a
family.
mindset. If you say you're going to have fun this Christmas, despite not having anything, you're going to be happy. Just make sure your mindset is like, oh, I'm gonna enjoy this Christmas. I'm going to be at peace. I'm going to have fun with just the little resources I have or the big resources that I have. So that's
All
the
right,
spirit.
remember you can always join us live every single day, Monday through Friday, on Facebook at Going the Radio 106.9 FM and on YouTube at Godfrey Okoye University Radio. And of course, you're going to be seeing myself and the pretty Esther sitting beside me every single day. And hope you had fun with us today. Esther, hope you had fun today.
I did have
Yeah,
fun.
every
I
day
had
is fun with you.
Okay, I'll
All
take your
right,
word for
all
it.
right. Thank you so much, guys, for joining us. I'll be giving you good tunes, Christmas tunes for
Yeah.
you to always put in that right frame of mind.
Don't sit
this
down,
season.
no.
Mm.
You're giving Amapiano back to back, right? You say Amapiano. So just get up on your feet and just dance, groove with the music.
All right, go out there, keep crushing it, and have a fun-filled Monday.
Mm-hmm.
Bye-bye. See
Bye.
you tomorrow.
Hey, this is Katy Perry. Introducing Lady Gaga. Hey, this is Lady Gaga.
What's up? This is R. Kelly.
Uni Radio. On Uni Radio. Imagining we could do this all. We wanted it to be more punky and